Hi, I'm Karina, and in today's video, we are going to share with you workouts, what those look like, talk a little bit about form, how important that is, and the quality versus quantity when it comes to your workout routine to get the most bang for your buck. So let's just get right into it. Hey guys, welcome back to yet another week of our Motivation Monday series. If you're new with us, don't you dare forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification button because we are back for you at least 2 times a week with all things fitness, health, and wellness combined. But today, as we talked about last week, I wanted to remind you guys that we are changing the format just a little bit. We are trying to hone in and focus a little bit more on the weekly workouts that I'm doing. So in today's video, you are going to notice that you are only going to see one full workout. And because we're going to be slowing it down. We're going to be slowing it way down. We're going to be talking about things that are important. We're going to be talking about form. We're going to be talking about stance. We're going to be talking about weights. We're going to be talking about safety and all those things that matter. So I've been having a lot of questions and a lot of really amazing feedback when it comes to the workouts that I've been sharing, but there wasn't a lot of detail. We were kind of just throwing on the screen, this is the exercise, these are the reps, and that really isn't going to help you if you're looking to follow along or do this at home. So I'm happy to report that we will be slowing it down and bringing you guys different sections of different body parts and different muscle groups that we are isolating during the week and putting them in a different format for you to follow along a little bit easier. Don't you worry, I am still doing all my workouts. This week alone, I will be doing about 5 to 6 yoga sessions and at least 4 lifting sessions, which right now is a really good combo for me, especially being in the challenge that I'm in. So I can't wait to show you guys the lower body routine that we have in store for you today. It's gonna focus on resistance, it's gonna focus on strength, and I don't want you to be afraid if you are a female and you follow me, if you're a woman, if you're a girl, whatever you wanna call it. At the end of the day, don't be afraid to lift some weights. Don't be afraid to be strong. I had someone tell me recently that my workouts are goals, and that is literally one of the biggest compliments. For someone to tell you that you look fit, for someone to tell you that you look strong, or to tell you that what you're doing are goals, that was literally the comment that made my week. And I can't tell you how important that is to me because you guys know I'm not just looking to lose weight. I'm looking to be healthy. I'm looking to be fit. I'm looking to be strong. And so that's why I increase my weight. I work with the resistance. And then you guys know how important it is for me to have my form, which is why I take my time in my reps. And I cannot tell you enough. Quantity is not as good as quality. Quantity is not as good as quality. If you have 5 amazing reps and your form is fantastic, that is way better than if you did 20 reps, but you hurt yourself because you weren't in form, you weren't engaged, and you weren't ready. So please enjoy this week's lower workout video. I can't wait to share with you at the end how you felt, how we felt, what it looked like, what our results were for the end of the week. And then we will keep these workouts coming to you and we will put them out as quickly as we can. But every single video, we will focus on a different body part and a different muscle that is being isolated, because I was fortunate enough that someone taught me a long time ago and some friends that were in the industry how to isolate those muscle groups, which is so important when you're looking to grow, when you're looking to shrink and lose some weight, but really build your muscle at the same time. So let's get into it, guys. Okay, so first we're going to start with some lateral lunges to target the glutes as well as the inner thighs. Setup for this is very similar to a sumo squat. You want to be pretty wide. So make sure that your knees are bendable. We're going to be lateral lunging from side to side. So it's important to keep your feet straight as if you were in a squat. Always make sure that you're bending at the hip, not letting your knees come too far forward, sitting back when you do it. And then always with squats, make sure that you're not arching your back or leaning too far forward. Just try to stay steady. As you know, quality versus quantity, that's what's most important. So I usually keep my hands here and we're going to simply lunge from side to side, sitting back as we go. You should feel it targeting the inner thigh here as well as the glute on the outside for the leg that's bending. Adjust your stance as necessary to make sure that you're feeling it correctly and that you're not compromising your form. Okay, we're gonna do a little hip abduction. So this is also one of my favorite machines at the gym. So we're gonna be targeting the outer thigh, and it's super important to just make sure that you're keeping resistance the entire time, hence the reason I'm adding the band. Keeping the feet together in the middle. You're just gonna bend out. Remember, sit up straight, engage your core. Make sure that you're not compromising your form by leaning forward or trying to lean back. Think about the machine at the gym. You're usually just sitting. Sometimes they have handles here. I personally find more balance if I keep my hands up. You should feel it along the outer part of the thigh. I know a lot of us ladies carry a little excess in that area, so it's nice to try to target and work those muscles. Curtsy lunges are one of my favorite in order to target the glutes. So you're simply gonna start as if you were in a standard stance, knees bent just a little bit, feet facing straight forward. Again, you're gonna essentially lunge back, but rather than lunging straight forward, you're going, think about a curtsy, right? When you curtsy like this. Your feet are gonna go back at an angle in order to get a deeper lunge because it's a curtsy. Flip back, go deep. You don't have to go back far. You wanna keep the feet close as you go. Don't make the mistake of lunging too far back and compromising your form. You should definitely feel this along the outer thigh and the lower glute. Again, put your hands wherever you need for balance. I don't have the greatest balance. One of my favorite exercises to feel a little extra glute burn are clamshells. So you want from your hips to the top of your body, you want it to be in line. You don't want to be forward or backward, and you want to be upright. You don't want to be leaning backward. You don't want to be pushing over into the ground. Get your feet, from your hip to your knee should be a 45-degree angle, and tuck your feet as much as you can. You don't want your feet up here 90 degree, you want it at 45. Tuck your feet in as much as you can. I usually put my hand on my hip to make sure that my hip doesn't move. It's very easy to lean backward. It's very easy to lean forward. Ideally, as you use the resistance band, your hip should never move. And you should feel this all along the back of the glute. It should be a very slow and controlled movement. Quality is key. Form is what's most important to protect yourself and not to cause injury. Before flipping to the other side, this is when I usually take an opportunity to do a couple leg raises. So keeping the bottom leg where it's at, then the top to keep it with the line of the body, using that band as resistance, and simply lift. Not high, not fast, just enough for constant resistance. So take you back to the aerobic stays. One of my not so favorite lunges, but highly effective, is a reverse lunge. Again, I don't have great balance, so working on my lateral curtsy and reverse lunges is something that I am trying to do a little bit more of. So you're gonna start as you would in just any stance. This one, you're not going to curtsy to the side, you're going to go straight back. However, make sure that you're not trying to align your feet. I think that's sometimes a mistake that we make, which is why we then tend to teeter at the top. When you reverse lunge back, you do want to be out a little bit so that your hips are width apart before you lunge down. And come back up. Get your stance, go to your other leg, and come back. Don't worry about whether or not your knee hits the ground. Again, form is what's most important. Keeping your balance. You're gonna feel this in the top of the thigh again, as well as targeting those glutes. Last but not least, let's target those glutes one more time. We're gonna do some kickbacks, and we're gonna follow that with some fire hydrants. So for our kickbacks, you wanna get on all fours. Make sure that your shoulders are above your wrists. You don't wanna be too far back. You definitely don't want to be too far forward. The more boxy your stance is with your hips over your knees and your shoulders over your wrists, the less strain you'll feel on other parts of your body, and it'll be a lot more even rather than hurting a certain part of your body while you're trying to exercise your glutes. So with the resistance band on, you're going to simply take the knee in a little bit, push it up until you're at 90 degrees, keep your foot flat, pull it back in, up, keeping the resistance the entire time. You should feel this in the glute and in the back of the hamstring. Keep your back flat. Try not to favor the right side. And while we're in that same position, we will follow that up with some fire hydrants. You'll see by the movement exactly why it's called what it is. Your stance should be the same, but this time instead of taking your knee back, you're gonna take it out to the right as far as you can without feeling any pain. Don't forget to go to the other side. Hey everybody, it is yet the end of another week and our Motivation Monday series. Thank you so much for spending your week with me. As I told you in the beginning of the video, we changed the format and obviously you saw that. So I hope that you enjoyed us slowing down, bringing you one isolated muscle group at a time, this week being lower body, this one actually with not even a lot of weights. You guys see, obviously I have all the weights behind me, but I didn't incorporate those that much into this workout because sometimes I think we feel pressured that, oh, my gym's not open or I don't have a membership and so I can't work out because I don't have weights at home. And at the end of the day, your body weight is enough. Your body weight is enough for you to get moving and to get things working and to start building muscle and losing fat. So I am also happy to report that we are officially 20 pounds down on the scale. So what that means, and I say that specifically, I say on the scale because I haven't just lost 20 pounds of fat. I've probably lost about 25 pounds of fat, but gained 5 pounds of muscle. And that's why the scale, which you guys know, is not my one be-all way of tracking my success, as you've heard in past videos. On the scale, we are officially down 20 pounds. So that's been a great feeling this week. This week, I had some amazing momentum on my Instagram, which is fantastic because I do share daily tips, tricks, and daily workouts on my Instagram. If you haven't had a chance to go over to that and follow me just yet at fitme_+3, I guarantee that you will enjoy it if you come over there because I do post as well as some of the workouts and things that you see here, and I would greatly appreciate the support. But I hope you guys are having an amazing week. Just know that when it comes to a circuit workout like this, the way that I typically do it is I do 4 sets. And so if you're in the gym, obviously, and you're using a machine or you're using one specific thing, you might do all 4 sets at once and then move to the next set or exercise, do all 4 sets, move to the next exercise, and so on. When I'm here at home, obviously I'm in my own gym, so I can maneuver through the gym and I do it as a circuit. So if I'm averaging, let's say 6 different exercises for this week's lower body, I will do one exercise, and when those 6 are done, I circuit back around and do them again. I find that that keeps my heart rate up. It keeps me from getting bored. And so that's typically how I do it. But at the end of the day, I do 4 sets of all of these workouts and of all of these different exercises. So again, I hope you enjoyed. I hope this inspires you. I hope it brings you motivation. I am so grateful for your continued support and motivation that I get from you guys, as well as your kind words. And so I will see you guys next week. We will bring you another body part. I'm sure it's going to be upper body just because this week's is lower body. And again, I am still getting in all my other workouts. We're just going to be bringing it to you in a little different format. So I love you guys as always, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.